Streets. YouTube. What's going down, people? You know who this is. It's your boy SLC Jizzle, aka Prince of the North OG, aka Big Street Life, aka the North Face. And I'm back up in this bitch with another one when they thought there was gonna be no other one. You heard me? Start playing, man. Today, what we got on the roster? Today, we got the RTM podcast show on the roster, people. And we got every YouTuber, every podcast, and a whole bunch more going mad about the RTM podcast show. What is the infatuation with the RTM podcast show? A lot of people are upset that the RTM podcast show is the biggest podcast in the UK. A lot of podcasters had to stop podcasting. A lot of people are commenting and infatuated with everything that's going on the RTM podcast show. They're basing their whole YouTube around the RTM podcast. You got everyone trying to get in on the RTM podcast algorithm. You're trying to attach yourself to the RTM podcast in any kind of way that you can, because without attaching yourself to the RTM podcast show, there's nothing for you to talk about, and there's no one talking about what you got going on, and there's no light on a whole load of people's situation. So they're trying to attach themselves to the RTM podcast show, and they're infatuated with it. But with all this infatuation, with all this slander, with all this trolling, with all this madness that's going on, not one person who's talking, not one person who's got their own platform is generating nowhere near the revenue that is being generated at the RTM podcast show. Let's start there. All this laughing, all this talking, all this slander, all this madness, attaching themselves to the RTM podcast show, but no one is making nowhere near anything with the RTM podcast show. They want to know who's getting paid, who's staying, who's leaving, what's this person wearing, what. I can't believe what I'm seeing, and I can't believe what's going on the net. Everything that's on the RTM podcast show is I'm going to let you lot in on a secret. I'm going to let you lot in on some information. Everything you see on the RTM podcast show is strategic and is designed for you to have a laugh and you to go back and say madness so the RTM podcast show can grow. I'm going to let you in a secret that you don't know. Everything you're seeing on the RTM podcast show is designed for you to go back, have a laugh, say madness, and as soon as the madness is said, they're laughing and they can't believe they got you to buy into madness. Down to the shoes, down to the clothes, that's the clothes choice. Everything is down pat, a design to get you to have a laugh and to say something so you can grow the show. And SP can laugh all the way to SP's laughing all the way to the bank. SP's laughing all the way to the bank, and everyone's thinking that they're laughing and they're having a troll and they're talking about this and talking about that. Like everyone that's talking, no one is generating nowhere near whatever. And SP's not going to come out and say this. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just going to say it for him. You get what I'm saying? No one is generating nowhere near what has been generated on the RTM podcast show. Everyone's having their laugh, but who's going to have the last laugh? If SP wanted to, today, he can give Chronics 50 racks just to go and blow on trainers, all the drip that you want to see. Because I hear people talking about drip and it's not drippy and it's looking like how it's looking like. If FP wanted to give Chronics 50 racks today just to go and blow on the biggest drip, just so we could come there and sit there and you could see it and you can say that it's drippy now, he could do that today and that would be nothing to him. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? You're thinking that he's trying to come out there and impress you with crazy drip and show you that he's got paper and show you that he's making mad paper just so you can be rating the drip now and going mad in the comments about this is what it should be looking like, and you're giving all the madness comments that you can give and you're saying all the madness you can say. He don't care about that. You get what I'm saying? He's caring about what's coming in and how to grow this income to more income to a point that you can't even fathom what's coming in right now. You can't understand and you can't comprehend what is coming in right now. There's only one person I see speaking on this and they are comprehending what's going on. Shout out to Bouncer. Bouncer knows what's going on and he knows when paper's being generated. You get what I'm saying? Everyone else, they're laughing, they're talking, they're saying all the madness, not even knowing that this is exactly what he wants you to do. He wants you to critique the show, he wants you to talk about it, he wants you to speak about it, he wants you to tweet about it, he wants you to make YouTubes about it. Just so we can grow and he can get more paper. So, at the end of the day, people are worried about who's getting paid, what people are wearing, who's staying, who's going, who's coming. Are you putting the same energy into what you got going on, into your own shows and your own podcasts and your own YouTube channels and your own stuff you got going on? Car, that's what you should be focused on. But I get it, like I said, when you're at the top, this is what comes with it. We don't speak about the negativity that comes with being in the top spot. It's not all glitz and glamour and it's all paper and it's all fun and joy. This is the other side to it. You get what I'm saying? You got a million people trying to bring you down. You got a million haters. You got a million people praising your downfall. You got a million people trying to slander you out of the game. You get what I'm saying to you? But you got to have thick skin in this thing. You get what I'm saying to you? So, for all the onlookers, the people coming up that are trying to do something and be something out here, understand this is what comes with the game. A lot of people are getting tricked out of their position. They're letting people get into their air. They're letting people poison them. You get what I'm saying? And then they're reacting to the poison and they're being tricked out of their own position. I see a lot of people talking about this and that, RTM podcast shows this, the RTM podcast shows that, who's getting paid, who's not getting paid, whatever that. But I don't see no one talking about how many people the RTM podcast show has put on. How many shows has the RTM podcast created? How many characters, how many personas has it created from the RTM podcast show in the time that it's been active and up and running. Instead, you're not talking about opportunities that he's giving out. You're talking about, is he paying this one? Is he paying that one? Or all the stuff you're going to say. The opportunity of being on an RTM podcast show, being exposed to millions, and whatever you got going on is being highlighted. Your persona is being risen. Some personas, it may decrease, you get what I'm saying, depending on how you carry yourself and how you play your cards. But whatever you got going on, if you're trying to be a podcaster, you're trying to do content, you're trying to be an artist, you're trying to do whatever you're trying to do, this is your opportunity while you're there to capitalize. And some people, they don't know how to capitalize. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people's got opportunities, a lot of people have got a light on them, but they don't know what to do with the light. They don't know how to monetize. They don't know how to turn it into a positive. I'm hearing everyone going mad on the net. Everyone's going mad on TikTok. I'm hearing different stories every day. I'm seeing different clips popping up, and this one saying that, and this one saying this, and bare arguing, and bare listening, and bare jokes, and bare trolling. Behind all of that, a lot of people are talking. You get what I'm saying to you, and entertaining the people in the maddest way. Some stuff is getting taken out of hand. Some stuff is, everyone's going mad on there. But don't focus on what the RTM podcast show's got going on, because the RTM podcast show is laughing to the bank. Weekly, daily, monthly, the price is, today's price ain't yesterday's price. You get, in the words of Fat Joe. You get what I'm saying? Today's price is not yesterday's price. So the show's going up. All these trolling, all these talking, you're thinking that you're affecting the show, or you're slowing it down, or you're trying to stop something. It's still going. It's still striving. It's still climbing. Still laughing to the bank. So focus on your own shows, because like I said, I see the people that's talking, and none of them in their channels, whatever they got going on, ain't generating nothing to nowhere near how much RTM podcast shows going on. So with all this infatuation, all this hateration, all this slander, all this trolling, the question is, are you going to have the last laugh? Take what you can take from it. There's a lot you can learn from it. You get what I'm saying to you? If you focus on the right things. Stay consistent, work on your craft, do what you got to do, and keep the focus on yourself, because, you know what I mean? You too could be generating what's being generated. So, people, you know it's your boy OG. I'm here representing SLC TV, and we're on the road to 1K subs. You heard me? Listen, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and turn me up, man. I've been doing my own thing, you get what I'm saying to you? So I ain't been able to get on the camera and record every day. You get what I'm saying to you? But I'm going to work on that, and I'm going to come more consistent with this stuff. You get what I'm saying to you? With the recaps, with the reactions, and all of it. You get what I'm saying? There's a lot of copyright stuff going on right now, so I'm doing a lot of stuff, and it's getting copyrighted, it's getting striked, and I'm just trying to rebrand the thing and see how I can maneuver around these obstacles, but stay locked in. Keep it pimping with your boy. Hit the subscribe. Turn me up 1K subs. And I'm going to rock in with you real soon again. Back with another one. You know what's going on, man. It's big street life, man. The North Face. Start playing. I'm out of this bitch.